You said the original Justice League, so.
Is it the same guy?
It's the same guy, but I think they just gave him a little bit more features and made him more shiny with CGI. It's still CGI, but like
I thought it was Darkseid. Not the guy in the movie. I thought the new villain was Darkseid.
You know that Darkseid is in it, kind of? No?
Oh, he is?
Well, shit.
Well.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
You know, normally I would have some smirky comment to say at the beginning of the podcast, but I got nothing today. It's a Sunday. Anyone got an intro?
And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful out.
Beautimous.
First official day of spring at the time of us recording.
Actually, technically, we're all retards. Yesterday was the first day of spring.
No, it's the 21st.
March 20th.
It's the 20th.
March 20th.
No.
It's between the 19th, 20th, and 21, and yesterday was the 20th.
No, I believe it's the 20th.
I'm sure it's always been the 21st.
Nope,
On
not every
leap
year.
years-
Not every
on
year.
leap years, it's 21.
It's either between three dates: 19th, 20th, or 21.
Well, this is news to me because the first official day of winter is December 21st.
I mean,
first day of summer is June 21st.
But like I said, some years.
First day of fall, September 21st.
Some years the days are 19, 20, or 21. Like I thought today was the first day. I go, first day of spring. Just got to double check it. It said March 20th. I go,
March 20th.
Okay, you know what?
And then summer begins on June 20th.
June 20th.
That's an L for today. It's June 20th too?
I think this year is gonna be all 20s.
Dude, we're just getting out of 2020. We want nothing to do with it. We're in the year 2021. Why is things not...
At least we're gonna be
No, wait. Fall begins on September 22nd.
22nd. Wait a minute.
So I was anything but right. Got it. Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Wait, no, we're not done. We're not done.
Oh, what the
we were
fuck?
done in the... Okay.
First day
Welcome
of
to the Weather
winter-
Podcast.
First day of winter, December 21st.
Okay, so I'm right about that one. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? 1 out of 4 ain't
Yeah.
bad. That's a 25%.
Good job, Nicky.
I could pass community college with that.
I think you did.
I think I did, yeah. So, welcome everyone to another episode of the Weather Podcast, starring Miguel, Ryden Kudish, and
Damn, I was gonna say his name.
Damn, you know what? You want to shout him out though?
Yeah. Shout out Ryan for telling me the weather whenever I ask him.
Yeah,
I'd
thank
be
you, Ryan.
Yo,
Thank you,
Ryan,
Ryan.
weather Monday, go.
Literally,
Thanks.
I prefer to ask him about the weather than the weather app on our phone because that's not even accurate. This kid works in a school where there's just this giant room full of
5
monitors.
TVs.
5, not even TVs, just giant ass monitors just all over the wall. And it's like, all right, so what you see happening here is that there's wind and gusts coming up from the north, but we should be all right. And I'm like, you know what? I respect it. I really do.
He out here swimming today. I think he has a comp today.
Oh yeah, his Instagram post.
Yo, good luck, Ryan.
Good
Best of luck to you.
Good luck. Swimming into those DMs.
Swim into those, bitches.
Yeah, you know.
Into the bitches. Oh, that's a new one.
That is a new one. You know,
Swimming into them,
Yeah.
we're nothing but creative on this podcast.
yeah.
You know, we're all currently working on our projects we talked about last episode. I collected rocks yesterday. You
Two teasers on the YouTube channel.
Yep, we got For Haunted or Not, the second season, and the Harry Styles one shot. And last weekend on Saturday, we went to downtown Providence and we took some photos for your photo collage.
For his
I
for his
also
yearbook.
did last night.
Oh, you did last night? Oh yeah. That's right.
He's gathering for his yearbook.
What?
His yearbook.
Yeah, my
He's
yearbook.
remaking the yearbook.
Are you making the yearbook for Rick? Do they even have a yearbook?
I don't think
Colleges usually don't have yearbooks.
Yeah, they usually don't. I'd be surprised if they
I
did.
No,
think-
I don't
well-
think colleges have yearbooks. That's too many kids to worry
No,
about.
I know, but I think they have a senior graduating poster, magazine or some shit like that.
Maybe a smaller college might have one.
Most likely.
But
The college for the deaf.
did you guys ever? Am I the only one here that has a yearbook for every year of high school?
Nope.
I don't.
I've only actually, I have it for every year of middle school. I have no idea why. It's
don't
6,
have it
7,
every
8,
year
and then I had it
except sixth
for.
Yeah.
I think I got one for junior year, and then. No, I only got one for senior year. I think because I don't remember. I know I have.
They were too expensive.
They were way too expensive. I mean, our yearbook was $90. I mean, well, mine was 90 because I got my little name on it, but and I got the hard.
No, it was 90 regardless.
No, because some people opted out to get their name on it.
I remember it being 90 regardless.
No, I think it was a little more expensive if you wanted to get your name on it.
So I don't know how much I got the expensive one where was my name on it, but I don't remember getting any. I remember middle school they were cheap, $30 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
6th, 7th, or 8th, they were the paperbacks, and I was like, okay, cool. And then the yearbook, I don't remember. I think I only got senior year.
The last one I got was 5th grade.
the last like yearbook ever.
Yeah.
Not even senior year. Holy shit.
It was $90. I was gonna spend $90 when everyone else got it.
Well, I
know,
mean,
but,
like
like,
$90 for your
really-
senior
I mean,
year, though. I mean, that's.
okay.
I already asked
could
you if I want to see the yearbook, bro. Like, yo, can I
that's
see the
right.
yearbook?
Yeah, he like leashed off of me. Even
Yeah.
in like sophomore and junior year, because I got yearbooks for some reason every. That card's pissing me off.
Should we pause?
Yeah. Oh, it just ended.
Oh, come on.
Should we do that?
Nah, keep that.
No,
keep that
we'll
in. Keep that in.
So yeah, I had a yearbook for every year of high school, just because I don't know. I guess I kind of wanted the attention because I liked at the end of the year where I was like,
Oh,
hey,
sign my yearbook.
can you sign my yearbook?
Well,
You
that's
know,
the cool thing, though, because like.
praying that the girls would give me their numbers. They never did, you know. But hey, listen, A for effort.
I got most things. I got a lot of people.
I got
signing
numbers
my-
in elementary, but that's just like not in that way, but like oh, we should hang out this summer.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But like I didn't have a phone, and it was like our parents did, you know.
Nah, you know
Right.
what Nicky
It
did?
was like that, not like.
No,
You
and
know,
Nicky did at the end of his, before he moved, he got like a yearbook in high school for Smithfield, and he said, went up to this girl. He go, oh, can you send your number here? Sure, yeah. He goes home. He's so happy. Oh my god, I got this girl's number. He opens it. It's only 5 digits.
Damn it! We have to find out the last four, like that one.
So,
Diary
from
of
Diary
a
of a
Kid.
Kid,
Yeah,
the
is that what you're
second one, the
referencing?
second one, yeah.
It's like, all right, we're
He has
gonna
to look
call all
up
these
all the
random
numbers.
kids.
Now instead of numbers, it's gonna be like Snapchats. Like here's my Snapchat.
Really?
Snapchat is dying.
It is dying.
not been.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
have not been snapping people as much as I used
That's
to.
just you though. I've never snapped that many.
It just gets
people
boring
anyways.
because you snap people back and forth with their. If I want someone Snapchat, I'm going to text them. Unless I'm sending you guys stuff like funny things and like the group chat stuff, I'll send like the picture. But like if I want to talk to someone, I would rather text than them showing me a picture. 'Cause it's freaking boring.
I only use Snapchat just to just keep in contact with friends and such, and two, just to market. Like if I upload a video or a podcast episode, I just put it on my story.
I just feel
Yeah,
like
same.
I only use Snapchat for the group chats. 'Cause
That
I
too.
feel like not everyone has an iPhone, and even then, iPhone group chats are kind of like a little bit messier. I feel like they're just easier to control in Snapchat.
yeah,
Yeah, for some weird reason, but
Yeah.
but yeah.
yeah.
So
Come.
how are we doing today? You know?
Didn't you already ask that?
No, I didn't ask.
Oh,
that.
I thought you
I
asked
usually
that.
I asked.
Well, you usually ask it at the
I usually
beginning of
ask it, but-
everything, but I'm doing all right, you know.
All right, you know, it's a long time no see. I haven't seen you in about 12 hours or so.
Yeah, I haven't seen you actually. We haven't seen him in like a week. Where have
Yeah.
you been?
I think last week was the last
work,
time I saw you.
class, Boston,
Work, yeah.
socially distanced, of course. Don't come at me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're
You
so
know,
funny.
we're being safe.
Speaking of social distance, Rhode Island has almost. I don't know if it's approved, but like by April, us three should be able to get a
Shout out
vaccine.
to the new governor, bro.
Yo, he's already doing a better job than Gina. So
Yeah, 'cause,
we need to
under
sign up.
Gina,
though.
we were supposed to get quarantine,
May or June.
vaccinated
May or
in
June.
June.
So, like,
but
we need to
now
sign
now
up,
he moved
though.
it up. So
Yeah, we need
That's
to sign
good.
up for that.
That's-
Yeah, so you can sign up by the 19th, and it takes a few weeks for it.
19th of April.
April. And it takes, I believe it takes about a few weeks before you could actually go and get it.
Still,
because of the
Still,
process.
'cause,
That,
like,
that's still good
yeah.
though. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
Better than
Definitely
signing
good.
up in June.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I showed him yesterday, the numbers have probably changed a little bit, but now it's probably 300,000 people have at least the one dose in Rhode Island, and at
That's
least
like-
130,000 fully vaccinated.
So that's like 13% of our population.
Of what, the full vaccine?
Yeah, full
Yeah,
vaccinated.
yeah, I think
so
it's
that's
like-
not bad for
That's
Rhode
not-
Island at least.
that's not bad at all. My grandparents, they got both the vaccinations. There's supposed to be a third one in the
Third one.
Yeah, apparently there's supposed to be a third one. I don't know how long from now, because since there's that COVID variant that's still around in America, they might have to make a vaccine for that as well.
I haven't heard about that.
The variant is the 2 doses that you get. So basically, what a dose does, the first dose you get it, it's safe, but you need to get a second dose so that
I don't
so
think
that
that's what
you're-
he's talking about though.
No, I know, but he's talking about. So I think the third dose, I think it's just like a yearly vaccine, if anything.
It might just be
Because like
yeah.
the variant does protect. I mean the vaccine does protect against the variant.
variants, yeah.
So, but you just need the 2 doses. 2 weeks up. First dose, and then 2 weeks after around that you get the second dose, so that it's like on top of each other. So like the vaccine, 2 weeks, another vaccine, and then you're basically protected for at least a year.
Right.
As like a vaccine would. So.
I do hope genuinely, like, most people get it, if not all people could get it, because
You're gonna have
the
you're gonna have
anti-vaxxers.
people who don't
Yeah.
get their kids vaccinated for tinnitus, for
But-
everything. So
and like one of the reasons why some people are afraid to get it is because they say this vaccine did not take long to come out, or didn't take long to make.
And
Gian, I remember I'm getting this information from you.
So this vaccine, I think I've talked about this. This vaccine
You
has
told me
been in
this a few months
development
ago.
for 10 years. And what I mean by 10 years is because this is a variant of SARS. SARS has been around for a while. The doctors, scientists have been studying SARS and developing a vaccine. Ever since COVID, a new strain of SARS, they were like, shit, we got to ramp up production. So they basically finished it and said, all right, we got it. And
Right.
then all the companies started, buying this, buying that. So
Like, I remember you told me that, and I was like, oh yeah, because your mother's a nurse.
yeah,
and
so
that's-
she told me that. So that's what I 100% believe. I trust my mom of
Oh yeah, no,
if
your
anything.
mom's an intelligent woman. She knows
So
what she's talking about.
she told me that, and then she also, I think I said this before, like a coworker of her said that a nurse does not want to get vaccinated, which I think is stupid. If you're a healthcare worker, I think you should get vaccinated. I think if you don't want to lose your job, I think you should get vaccinated, because if a hospital is hiring you for COVID and you say, I don't want to get the vaccine, I would be like, we should relook at your resume, see if you need another job. Because if I was running a hospital and I'm, for COVID and stuff, because COVID is still like a very tough thing for people who have health conditions and like respiratory stuff. People like us, sniffle, achoo, and we'll be fine. But people who have tough time breathing, tough time like what is it?
Like asthma.
It's very hard for them, and health conditions as well. It gets tough on them. So if a hospital and their staff, half of them don't want to get vaccinated, I'd be like, you guys need to get vaccinated if you want to stay in this job. Because whether you like it or not, COVID is going to be here like the flu. It's going to be here like every single disease. It's going to be here for as long as we're on this earth. It's just going to be a vaccine every year now, or they just indulge it with the flu vaccine. I don't freaking know, but I mean, it's going to be the flu, just COVID, I guess you could say. Not saying it's the same thing as the flu. It's similar to people like us, but
yeah,
I mean,
for people like us, it's similar to the flu, similar symptoms, right? You may get like chills, fever.
Yeah, and then other people, it's just like with the flu. If you have very bad health conditions, it's worse for you. So it's exactly, not exactly, but it's a little bit more rough on that.
Right.
But yes,
It's kind of a stark contrast compared to what's going on in the south of America, because as good as Rhode Island's doing right now, did you guys hear about Miami Beach?
Yo, I see people snapping. Tampa. I'm calling
Clearwater Beach.
I'm calling you Tampa out. University of Tampa, I'm calling you out.
What do they do? I didn't hear.
Partying.
Like
They've been partying since like the Super
They've been
Bowl.
partying since 1980. I mean, like they've been going on forever.
Bro.
They still going on.
It's just Ron DeSantis. He's a fucking idiot.
Bro, I want to speak to this governor and be like, so my dude, what's going on? What's going on here?
Let me speak about my home
Okay,
state,
yep, go
please.
ahead.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I was just gonna read the article about it.
You know what? Pull it up. Correct me
Damn,
if I'm
you
wrong, but
already had it pulled up.
the mayor recently put a 2-week curfew or something like that on Miami Beach.
Oh, that's new.
For 8 p.m. because apparently all the spring breakers are trashing the restaurants and going out and just like fucking it up. So
okay.
They're also like getting into fights and stuff. They're just crowds upon crowds of people. Yeah.
But that curfew is not going to do anything. I already fucking know. What I say is just fucking quarantine Miami Beach and just block off.
He's
the
not
entrance,
going
but-
to do that because Florida's destination
I
for
know,
summer.
because
He's
like
not going to
that's
do that.
their main fucking. That's how they make money.
Income.
Yeah,
Attraction?
It's basically
yeah.
what the economy.
The
for
hotels,
Florida.
the fucking beaches. That's their
Disney.
income. So for Miami Beach at least.
And notice how like Disneyland has just been recently opened, but Disneyland is only 15% capacity in California. When Disney World and Universal opened up, it was like 50 capacity, and that was, I think they opened up back in summer 2020.
Really? Holy crap.
Yeah, because Florida was like, granted, Disney talked to us about you yesterday. Disney bought Fox for $52 billion. They
bought Fox.
This has been in the news for a couple years, buddy. About a year, 2 years ago, when they bought the rights to Fox. X-Men, they bought all the rights to that. They bought all the rights. Yeah, 2 years ago, that was $52 billion. So Disney has money up their ass. Now, granted, Disneyland and Disney World aren't their total of income, but it is a small percentage. But Disneyland California has been very smart with it because now they're only opening it up to 15%.
Yeah, but that's because they don't have a fucking governor that's like, oh, no mask, do whatever you fucking want.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a little bit smarter than most people, or she. I don't know who the governor of California is.
Gavin Newsom.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean,
So just going back to Disney, does that mean that Tucker Carlson is owned by Mickey Mouse now?
Yep.
I mean,
I guess
yeah,
so.
He's gotta put on, big
anything,
ears and a
anything
nose.
Fox, anything under the rights of Fox TV shows, anything the Fox network is owned by Disney.
I completely forgot Fox was bought by Disney.
You forget because Disney's I'm the power
Dude,
of everything.
What don't they have? What don't they own?
Sony,
Yeah.
Warner Bros.
If they could buy Sony,
They would.
But here's the thing: they need competition, though. If they buy all the movie companies, there would be no.
It's a monopoly at that point.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you have no more competition, there's no point. Like
Yeah.
you have to have competition. So
Yeah.
they unless they just have Warner Bros. standing.
That's like their arch enemy. It's like
It's like Thanos standing over there with his army in
It's like the
Captain
Krusty
America.
Krab
Is
in the
that
chum
really
bucket.
just the big three: Disney, Sony, and Warner Bros?
No, well, I mean the big ones. So Disney, it was originally Disney, Fox, Warner Bros, Sony.
ABC.
Are you talking about movie industry or just the entertainment industry?
Well, both.
Okay, so Disney, Fox, Sony, Warner Bros. I mean, that's the big three that I think of. You think about the smaller ones, like the smaller productions, like Blumhouse. You got
What about Columbia?
Columbia's owned by Sony. You got the smaller ones.
Oh, yeah, that's
TriStar with the horse, the Pegasus.
What about DreamWorks?
DreamWorks is owned by
is that not Disney?
no.
No.
DreamWorks is owned by
And Disney owned Shrek, bro.
Bro, true.
I think
I don't know. DreamWorks, Pixar, Disney, they
I
all have
think
the similar
DreamWorks-
animation
DreamWorks is
style.
on-
I can tell the difference.
Yeah, but, like-
Amblin Partners. So it's like another. That's the people who helped out with ET. It's people. Because you got the guy with fishing. That's like Steven Spielberg and all that stuff. And then you got Lucasfilm, which is also owned. So there's these big companies with sub companies. So once like Disney bought Fox, they got Fox Network, 20th Century Fox. They got the X-Men. They got fucking everything. So
Right.
that's what you get for $52.2 billion.
What he said.
Wait. Isn't the X-Men? Didn't they get the X-Men when they bought ABC?
What? Disney, if anything, has been owning ABC. Fox was everything of,
Listen, you know way more than I do.
Sony.
About this. So this is all yours. This is yours.
So Fox had the rights to X-Men. Fox had the rights to the Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. Now where I got confused, I was confusing Fox with ABC.
Okay.
Now I remember.
Yeah. So ABC,
Okay.
So like Sony, remember like the big thing with like Spider-Man, how like they weren't gonna do they were gonna like do separately Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
But then they kind of made a little deal. So.
Shout out Tom Holland.
Yo,
who
shout
made
out
that
to
happen.
making a drunk call to Bob Iger, like, hey, can you get
He was in his bag, bro. He's
Bro.
like, please.
Bob Iger's sitting on like billions, trillions of dollars. He's like, all right, fine, fuck it.
I hope he stays as Spider-Man, bro. I don't want to see him go.
I mean, he's gonna have to get older, and then a few years down the line, they're gonna
Yeah.
have to
I
get
mean,
some-
I just don't want him to like be like taken out like abruptly, Like,
No. I
like,
think
at least give him a legacy like Iron Man,
I mean, if anything, he's gonna end with this trilogy and then do other Avengers movies, and then once he
then
gets to like 30, he'll probably...
Years down the line, when there's a new Spider-Man for the new Spider-Man movies, they're
Miguel
gonna have another
2099.
collab, like how they did with like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Tom Holland's gonna come back as an OG.
Ooh.
He'll be like maybe 40 by then.
Ooh.
Have a wife and kids and grandkids. Call it a day.
Or you know what I wouldn't mind is like a live adaptation of like the Spider-Verse, in
Which
the
might be
MCU,
Spider-Man 3, which apparently Andrew Garfield's stunt double apparently posted something on Instagram.
Oh, really?
And he was on a set of what could have been Spider-Man and then deleted it right away. So they basically told Tom Holland, Disney, to like shut up and don't say anything that everyone's in the movie, because they were like, Tom Holland, is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, is all the original Spider-Man cast gonna be in this? No, but it's already been like rumored because people have been screenshotting and shit. So
I mean, I give him the what's the word?
the credit.
Better than doubt.
No, the credit to not like leak something this time.
I mean,
Right.
Mark Ruffalo's worse though, but.
You think so? No,
No,
I've seen more from Tom Holland than
Mark
they've seen
Ruffalo
from
for Thor Ragnarok, he was he had to do an Instagram live promotion for the premiere of the movie, and then he didn't know how to turn off Instagram Live because there's two verifications. Delete. Are you sure you want to end your live? End live. Are you sure you want to end it? He only pressed end it. He put it in his pocket. The first 10 minutes were lived in his pocket, and someone had to come over to him and says, "Yo, your phone, it's on." And then for Avengers Infinity War press, he goes, Don Cheadle was right next to him. He goes, "Oh, this is the one where they all die." Oh, I'm not supposed to say that.
I remember that.
So he's a lot worse. So,
Bruh.
all right, we went on a little rant here.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're at 18 minutes.
Bro, we're literally at 18
minutes.
So speaking of superheroes, you want to talk about Justice League for a little while? Or you
I
wanted
do-
to talk about
I
it.
do want to talk about Justice League.
The new one,
You
I
didn't
starring
haven't
see
Zack
seen
Snyder.
it.
So
Oh, you didn't see it?
it
No.
is good. It is.
Just try to see it because I want to see it.
So
still.
4 hours. I didn't.
I honestly wouldn't mind that.
Okay, I didn't mind it, but apparently you can watch it in 6 parts. I guess you can just press the little bubble things.
What was that movie that Miguel was it Ex Machina?
Ex
when they
Machina.
Did,
So
remember how Ex Machina did the thing where like it would say trial 1.
It says part 1.
It'll
It's
say
part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
2,
So
part
it's like that.
So yes, so it
When
is
I-
a 4-hour, 2-minute movie.
When I saw the thing come up say part 1, I said Miguel's gonna hate this already.
Yeah, dude, he said it to me. We were watching with Kenny, Justin, and him last night, and he goes, hey, "Miguel's gonna hate this
He's
movie."
gonna hate it, bro.
But, like,
He's
so-
gonna walk
No,
out.
I only hated it because like Ex Machina was like, oh yeah,
Session
yeah,
6.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
So-
I like it.
I mean, what's the difference,
Miguel
though?
just
No,
doesn't
the-
like reading.
no, it's not that.
You just don't like reading.
No, not.
No, you don't like reading.
Okay, whatever. But, I used to like reading. Anyways,
He doesn't like the colors.
Back in the 5th grade, reading the Treehouse, Magic Treehouse. Oh, I love this.
I don't know. It's just it was kind of annoying because like stop with the sessions, bro. Just continue the movie. But like, here's the thing.
Yeah?
Batman. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, what?
What?
That's all I gotta say. Like I probably won't like be like
I'm so confused. What we're talking about the parts. And
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I probably won't be mad at the parts because it's like a Justice League movie. Yeah.
Okay. I understand where you're going.
You could look at like a miniseries too because it's like
Well, it was originally going to be an episodic part, going to be like a limited series on Netflix. Like you can watch each part.
What time did you guys start it at?
About 7:15?
and we ended at like 11. It was 4. It's 3 hours and 52 minutes long, and then 10 minutes of credits.
yeah.
So
And I'll say this: if you thought Parasite was a movie that never ended, this movie you think it's gonna end like 5 times.
because it's 4 fucking hours long.
I know,
though.
but like there was a one part, like I'm not gonna spoil it for you because you do want to see it. There's one part where you think, okay, maybe that's it, and there's gonna be like a bunch of credits, maybe like behind the scenes or whatever,
There's
or,
epilogue.
or maybe like cuts from the movie or whatever. But then no, another scene happens. You think, okay, maybe that's the end. Nope, another scene happens. Okay, once it's gonna end, another scene happens. You're like, okay,
And when part 6
is there like a second movie already?
and
in
then
this?
spoiler alert, part 6, and then there's epilogue.
An epilogue. It's supposed to end like 5 times.
like
I swear
20
to
minutes.
God, bro.
But like, so it's Josh Whedon's. If no one knows the story of Justice League, Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide in 2017 while he was filming the movie, and then Josh Whedon had to take over, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're gonna." I gotta look it up. You want to say something real quick? While I look
yeah,
up something?
is it movie bracket worthy or no?
No, I don't think
No,
it's movie.
okay.
It's how much?
So it's worse.
Also,
than,
rest in peace, Autumn.
Oh yeah. It was like
Zack
a nice
Snyder's
tribute.
daughter. Rest in peace.
Oh.
You can cut all this. I actually want to get this exactly right because there's an exact percentage of how much Josh Whedon's movie is in this, and then how much of Snyder's is. So because I only know this, there's only 5% of new scenes that Zack Snyder filmed. I know that there's basically
so Joss Whedon was like, yeah, fuck this guy. I'm gonna make my own.
literally like I don't remember. Like I watched the movie once 4 years ago. I gave it like a 5.96
that shit
out of
was
10.
trash, too.
It was like, okay, this is not that good. I mean, it was okay. I didn't think it was the worst movie ever, but it was not good. But it was a lot better.
I never saw that one.
Okay,
You
so here it
never
is.
saw it?
Well, confirmed in an interview by Deborah and Zack Snyder, the Snyder Cut only has about 5 minutes total of new shot added scenes with actors, but there are 2,000 of new visual effects. So
Do they know what scenes those were exactly? Or?
no, but there is. It talks about how much.
So I heard Joker's in it, obviously.
Yes.
Yep.
He's not in it at all in the old Justice League movie.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
All right. So here's it. The official runtime for the Snyder Cut is a whopping 4 hours and 2 minutes. The theatrical cut of Justice League runs only 2 hours and utilizes less than the original Justice League. Only used 10% of Snyder's shots. So basically, 100% of the film is Josh Whedon. Nope. New movie. And
Yeah, and he did a shit job.
you
bro.
can tell like some scenes that there were kept from the original, and you could tell, oh, those were Zack Snyder's original scenes, and then they were like, oh, because I remember like I don't remember that in the movie, and you can obviously tell that there's a lot of new stuff in it. But basically, Zack Snyder had a full movie planned, everything. His daughter committed suicide. He had to step away from the project for reasons obvious, and then Josh Whedon had to step in. He thought he was going to be doing a good job, but nope. He kind of just said nope. Changed everything, made all the cast come back with the reshoots with the Justice League Superman mustache, because at the time Henry Cavill was growing a mustache for Mission Impossible and he couldn't shave it. So Josh Whedon was like, "No, you don't need to shave it. We're just gonna CGI it."
I never saw that, so I had no
The
idea what it looked
memes,
like.
bro. It looked like this. Just look, the entire.
Oh, wait,
fucking
didn't you show me one of those before?
Yeah,
I think?
it was a meme. It had to be a meme on Instagram.
I think you
You can
did
show
me
them
that
later, but
before.
like it was so freaking bad. And then
Bro.
this movie was good. It's 4 hours long. You can watch it by part, but it is. I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10.
gave it like 7.3.
It makes me want to watch Justice League 2. Like it really makes me want to watch it. So coming from a DC movie, because not all DC movies are very good, but this one, it makes me hopeful.
Sucks that Henry Cavill's not playing Superman or Batman or Ben Affleck's
Well,
playing
here's the
Batman.
thing with this, because with the success of this, like HBO Max like crashed the first day of this, and once HBO and Warner Bros. Realized how much of great this is, like critics have this at 70% Rotten Tomatoes and audience at 97% Rotten Tomatoes. So if once critics see this and Warner Bros. See this, they're like, okay, all the cast back. We're gonna do Justice League 2, 3, and on. That's what they're gonna do, because they realized that everyone really liked this, because this was his vision, Zack Snyder's, and Joss Whedon just said "fuck you," which is kind of a dick move. And even Christopher Nolan, the producer on it, a friend of Zack
Christopher
Snyder.
Nolan produced this.
He was Zack Snyder's friend, and he goes, "Don't watch the Joss Whedon. Just don't. It will break your heart."
Damn.
So he was looking out for him, and then this is his vision, and I appreciate that. Even though it isn't, I don't think it's a 10 out of 10, but like I can see why it's appreciated a lot, because it's his vision.
I will say at the beginning, I won't spoil this for you, but at the beginning it kind of dragged a little, because there were a lot of shots where it's like they're kind of just looking like in awe,
Zack
like, oh my
Snyder-
god, it's. Oh, does he know the villain that's in it, or should I not?
Steppenwolf.
Okay.
Yeah. So he knows it.
Okay.
You saw the original Justice League, so
Is it the same guy?
it's the same guy, but I think they just gave him a little bit more features and made him more shiny with CGI. It's still CGI, but like
I thought it was Darkseid. Not the guy in the movie. I thought the new villain was Darkseid.
well, you know that Darkseid is in it, kind of. No.
Oh, he is.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
No,
okay, we don't wanna spoil it for you.
that's
He's
not
in
a
it, but he's-
spoiler. I thought he was in it.
Yeah, he is in it.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, so that's what I figured.
so go on with that. But it does set you up for Justice League 2. It does.
So they're both in it.
Yes.
Okay.
They're both
Okay,
in it.
that's all I wanted to know.
It does get confusing a little bit of times. I'm like, oh, here goes Zack Snyder, because Zack Snyder loves to do slow motion shots and loves to do people staring, and I love the dude, but like,
Hey, did you ever just Ancient Lamentation music plays?
So we had subtitles on, right? Every time the Ancient Lamination music plays, and I go, okay. It happened like 20 times throughout the entire fucking movie, and I go, we fucking get it. But other than that, you can tell it's DC. You can tell what's CGI. The CGI is not good. I mean, it's
Worse than Planet of the Apes.
no, like you can. It's not terrible, but you can tell it looks like 2005 CGI. You can tell it's like Justice League CGI.
There
like,
were a few scenes you could tell they were in front of a green screen.
but then there was
Like
some
there was a
scenes-
close up where like a girl was on the horse, and you could just tell there was a green
but there were
screen
some
behind her.
scenes that were there was a. It's in the trailer, like even from the first one, where Flash has to save this woman, and it's in slow mo. Like that looked.
Yeah,
really
that-
good.
that looked
looked
really
good.
That did look good.
So some of the scenes are great. Some of the scenes are, but overall, it is so much better than Joss Whedon's. It is a very good setup for what the DCEU movie. Even Ray Fisher praised it. You know, the guy who is not very good with DC right now, but he even praised it and wants to come back as Cyborg. So I think the DCU is
But
hopeful.
I thought the other thing I also heard was that they don't consider it canon though, unless they like.
Well,
fuck Joss Whedon.
like I said, they're gonna see how successful this is. They're gonna see, because it's also in theaters. Oh no, it's not in theaters. It's only on HBO
Here's
Max.
the thing
But,
also though, because like they've already made movies after it too.
well, no, so it does work well with Aquaman after, because in between this,
What about Wonder Woman
Wonder Woman, the first one was before this.
and the second one?
This 1984.
Oh,
so
never mind. I haven't.
the only one movies that take place after
Is
is
Aquaman?
Aquaman, because Shazam is after Batman versus Superman, and then comes Justice League. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So, and then I guess the new Suicide Squad that's coming out on August on HBO Max will probably take place after this
And
Justice
I'm
League.
assuming Jared Leto's probably gonna be in that too.
Yeah, even I'm pretty sure Jared Leto had more screen time in this than Suicide Squad. Like, I seriously think that it was
Really?
more.
It's one scene, but it's long.
It's long. I'm like, he's already had more screen time than Suicide Squad.
Literally.
And honestly, he's still not the best Joker. He's not even.
Was he better?
You're not gonna be like, wow, his performance is amazing. You're gonna be like, okay, he's better than Suicide Squad Joker.
His laugh is still there. I'll say
His laugh is done. but he is a little bit more.
No, ready? When he laughed, it didn't even say laugh in the subtitles. It said cackling.
Yeah. But it makes you want to watch more DCU movies, which I appreciate a lot. Like even you gave it like a solid good rate.
Yeah,
Like,
I liked it.
yeah, he
I
liked
liked
it,
it.
even though it was long, like I said. But like I would definitely watch it. It's not gonna be a 10 out of 10 unless you love the Zack Snyder Justice League, blah blah blah. I do, but like I thought it was like a 7.5 out of 10. So. But yeah, that's my it's a review, guys.
Yeah, review.
Yeah,
Wow.
film review.
Movie review.
Movie review. All right. But no, Jackson.
Movie review without spoilers. Kind of.
Movie
Because I'm pretty sure Darkseid
Teaser.
was in the trailer.
Yeah. But, have you ever played the Injustice games?
I've played the Injustice, like the fighting games, like Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm talking about?
But have you played the game called Injustice, where it's the Mortal Kombat? Are you talking about the same thing?
I think so.
Because even though it is like a Mortal Kombat thing, it does have a story mode. I never played it, but I know it has like a story mode.
I think if it's the game I'm thinking about, it's just like you choose like a DC character and you
Nope.
just no.
No.
Never
like
mind.
Superman. It's an alternate universe where like Superman kills Joker.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's not really a spoiler because that's the first scene of the freaking game.
Right.
I would play that game because it's not really a spoiler, but it makes you think about what Justice League 2 will be.
So you thought what I was thinking too.
So that
right?
game isn't like a Mortal Kombat type thing?
No, it is a Mortal Kombat type game, but like he didn't
has
know
a
that
story
it
mode
has
to
a
it.
story mode. So
Okay,
you don't
okay.
you can pick your characters after you beat the game, like do like
Okay.
challenges and stuff like that. But like during the story mode, you are when the characters are walking through the game, like like story mode.
So it is a Mortal Kombat type, but after you beat the story.
After you beat the
Right.
story, you can play, but you face off characters like in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
The story mode. I would definitely play the game. Yeah, Justice League, definitely watch it. Better than Josh Whedon's shithole. And it makes me hopeful for the future of DCEU.
Unless
So.
if they choose to make it canon, though.
Which, like I said, they will because of how successful this is. So.
You talking about Cameo? I mean, Cameo.
I'm
Oscar, Grammy,
sorry.
whatever the hell that
Oh yeah.
You wanted to talk about that shit show for a little bit?
Yeah, shit show. Yeah, April 25th. It's gonna be there.
Fucking Suicide's gotta be more enjoyable to watch than that.
I mean,
Freaking Bye Bye Man had more entertaining stuff and better acting than that.
Wait, with what?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the
Wait,
Apes.
the Oscars? Wait, what are you talking about?
The Grammys, whatever the hell that just recently happened. I don't know.
Oscars.
Was it the Oscars?
The Oscar nominations or the
No, what the fuck was the thing that Harry Styles won? And then like
Grammys?
Grammys, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the Oscars.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about the Grammys.
No, he said Oscars.
I said Oscars.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the Grammys were all right. Hey,
Yeah, no,
good job, Harry Styles.
Yeah, but
but,
other than that, it was shit.
well, I mean,
I didn't
the
watch it.
Baby's performance were pretty fucking funny though. He had
Well,
fucking
besides
like,
that, yeah. Okay, so
but,
Oscars. my
yeah,
bad.
so Oscars, like there isn't no movies we saw. I only saw Judas and the Black Messiah for Best Picture, because like I said, like it's during 2020 COVID, so all these movies were released only for judges at festivals, only online, only on streaming services. And like usually there's 10 movies, there's only 8. Like Best Picture, I'll just read Best Picture, is The Father, didn't see. Judas and the Black Messiah, did see. Mank, Minari, Nomadland, which is on Hulu. Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and then The Trial of the Chicago 7. So those are the movies. I don't know where
I
half of them.
haven't heard. I've only heard of the one you've seen.
The Judas and the You should
Yeah.
watch that. That's pretty good. Nomadland is on Hulu. I want to watch that. And then the Chicago 7 is on Netflix. But I don't know where the fuck the other ones are. So but it's going to be a very boring freaking Oscars. But Chadwick Boseman is nominated for a leading role in actor. And I think he did win a Golden Globe for Best Actor. So I'm really I didn't see his what movie is it? This movie wasn't nominated for Best Picture, but Marini's Black Bottom. I haven't seen that, but if anything, if he does win, good
What
job
are the
for
other
him.
nominations?
Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Stephen Yeun for Minari. You do know this guy. Stephen Yeun played Glenn in The Walking Dead. Gary Oldman, Sirius Black, Commissioner Gordon. Anthony Hopkins, the Clarice, that dude.
Silence of the Lambs.
So Chadwick Boseman. Riz Ahmed, he played like in a few like short things on HBO and stuff like that. If you see his face, you probably recognize him. But yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be a very boring Oscars. But I do want to see the visual effects because Mulan is voted for visual effects and Tenet is. But if Tenet doesn't win visual effects, I'm gonna like.
You may have to go on
scream.
strike. Make a few poster signs and picket fences.
Yeah. And then
Tenet.
cinematography, Tenet was not nominated
Wait,
for.
we're saying it backwards. 10.
Oh, yeah. But like cinematography, Tenet was not nominated for, which I'm a little like, eh. And then Sound Soul is nominated, and then
Soul.
best soundtrack, best score is Soul. I want that one to win, and best
Soul
animated
needs to win at least one.
best
At least
best animated movie. Soul. I want that one to win because what are the other
Soul
ones?
needs to win at least
What's
one.
best animated movie?
I think it'll definitely win one. I hope so at least.
I'm sorry. That has to be in the next movie bracket for me.
Oh yeah, it really is. Original-
Spoiler. Preview.
I
Part
told
2.
him I want to do the worst movie soundtrack bracket. Just
But that means we have to sit through them. though.
Fantastic Four.
bro.
Well, some of these have a cult following, like
the Bye Bye Man
The Room.
is a horror movie. It is not horror one bit. It is laughable to the point where me and him are dying laughing. Like it is that bad.
And
like,
then now this movie is underrated. Let me explain it.
what Baby Geniuses?
You just stole my thunder. I was going to talk about Baby Geniuses.
Oh my God, Baby
Apparently,
Gen-
it has 4 movies in its.
Oh yeah.
In its,
So Baby Geniuses.
series.
I was like, oh, let's watch this movie because I remember watching the second one, Super Baby Geniuses, and I would rent that movie from Blockbuster.
Oh, wait,
you probably like seen it from a childhood. I would rent that movie from Blockbuster. I would make my grandparents watch it with me, and
Baby Geniuses crawled so Spy Kids could walk.
and a 0% Rotten Tomatoes for the second one, and I was like, let's watch the second one because I remember seeing this movie. I never saw the first one, but I remember seeing this movie.
Have I seen that?
It's
yeah, I think I
yes.
have.
So, but here's the thing: the sequel.
Yo, why is my man a fucking Dragon Ball?
So
Bro?
the sequel is not on Apple TV, and I have reason to believe because it has a 0% Rotten
they just
Tomato.
don't want anything to do with
But
it.
the sequel, I mean, the first one, which has a 2% Rotten Tomatoes, is on Apple
But
TV.
it surpassed its when it first came out in theaters.
but like
it made
that
like
one
30
was
million.
so fucking boring.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
that-
remember the second one, like I loved it as a kid.
The first one was like
It's so
it was so
boring.
bad, but like it was boring. It wasn't even anything fun to make
Yeah,
fun
like-
of it. Because after a while, it was just like these parents are like, "Wait, I think they're speaking Babyese.
Yeah, it's so
Wait, let me try
boring.
to see what he said. He said that. And I was like,
I rented it for
if I wanted
$4.
to be
It
a
was,
father, I would just get married,
I
and
want
elope,
that-
and then have a kid.
I want that
But I don't
$4
wanna do
back.
that. Like, bro,
Oh my
at one
goodness.
point we just started watching like cum prank videos.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like we were like, oh, we're watching a movie. Oh, that's right.
Oh my god! Yeah, honestly, I was on my phone for like half of the fucking shit. Like, there's bad movies like The Room, Bye Bye Man, which are enjoyable to fucking watch because they're bad to be
What
funny.
is the other worst movie I've seen? It's Fantastic Four or something else. I don't remember.
Slenderman is on my top.
Oh,
shit.
Slenderman. I didn't even finish
But you,
that.
Have you guys ever seen Spy Kids 4?
yeah, I've seen all
So,
this.
which
I've
one's
seen
the one with
every.
the thumb?
I've seen Spy Kids 4 is
That's
the
the first
4D, the
one.
4D, and then Spy Kids 2 is the one where Dave freaking Buscemi goes, "Do you think God fears too? What he created?"
And
And,
then
Spy
Spy
Kids
Kids
3 is in
3
the
is-
video game, and then Spy Kids 4 is like new
Sylvester
parents.
Stallone's in that one.
Sylvester
I
Stallone.
remember all the Spy Kids.
That's his best work right there. Then shit.
But do we really think? Right, ready? Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
No,
I love
that's a
that.
classic.
That's a
Come
good
on.
movie. You
Okay,
can't
It's
say
not
I
a bad
rewatched
movie.
it. Oh, the CGI is so fucking.
Listen.
It might have been, but it's still a good movie.
Listen,
Yes.
listen. You gotta think about it. Likeable characters,
Mm-hmm.
cool like costumes, outfits, powers.
Acting is shit.
Cool story. Whatever. It's whatever.
I
rewatched
Stop
it a
being-
year
Stop
ago.
being a hater, bro.
Hey, does anyone remember the soundtrack? Did it have a good soundtrack? Gian, did the movie have a
What
good
about the
I watched it with
cinematography?
my ex because
what
she
what
wanted
are
to
the
fucking.
scenes? They gotta be have nice scenes.
Yeah. Listen,
I used
you
to
had
have a
George
cru-
Lopez in that movie. That's all
I
you
used
need,
to have a
bro.
crush on a Lava Girl.
Me
when I was
too.
a kid.
When I was like 5, bro, I was like,
But apparently Netflix came out with the
she's the reason why I like
Oh,
the
redheads.
yeah.
spin-off,
I
like
haven't-
All
I haven't
Heroes,
seen
something
that.
like that. But like the original Lava Girl. Oh no, the original Shark Boy isn't in it because Taylor Lautner said nah. But it's not really a sequel, but it's like a spin-off, I guess, because it has the characters, but it's called All New Heroes or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Oh, the Emoji Movie.
Oh,
I have never seen that movie.
you
I don't
haven't?
even want to fucking see that movie.
I don't either.
Fucking.
Was there
No, Cats. That's gonna be a fucking bad. That's a
Do we-
that.
I don't want to watch that, bro. Cats.
Okay,
dude.
okay.
Wait,
Maybe
wait,
worst
wait.
movie bracket shouldn't be a good thing. Maybe not.
Is it true? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know about this more than I do. Is it true that for the movie Cats, they originally would have the cats' assholes, but they had to edit them out? But there's one cat in the movie where like you can still see their fucking asshole in it.
I don't know about that.
I forget. I saw this somewhere. I forget who. I don't know if it was like Ricky Gervais said something about it, or if because like when they made the movie Cats.
Oh.
Originally,
No,
when they made the movie Cats, they wanted to be realistic, so they would give him, buttholes. But then afterwards, they decided that's not a good idea, so let's edit them
I
out.
mean,
But there was one cat apparently that they forgot to do that for, and you could see it, and it was like
I
the
mean,
grossest thing.
I mean, I don't know about that. I remember like when the first
I
show.
don't wanna look that up. I
I
don't
remember
wanna
the
look
first
at
show that
cats'
came out. The first show that came out for Cats, like the CGI was so bad. Like Judi Dench's hand was still a human hand. Like, they didn't even render it fully CGI in the trailer yet. Like, you can still see a human hand and it wasn't even furry yet. I mean, the CGI is still freaking awful. Like, the cat's theater, like, performance isn't even a play. It isn't. It really isn't. It's fucking trash. But, you know, so maybe worst movie bracket isn't an idea for the future. Best movie sequel could be in the running.
I think it'd be more entertaining. It would destroy our mental health, but I think it'd be more entertaining if we did the worst movie.
It would be more
Oh,
entertaining.
jeez.
You know,
Alright, so
I'll never be
maybe-
the same man I was again after watching the
Avatar,
Emoji Movie and Cats.
The Avatar live action movie. That shit was trash.
Was it?
I mean,
wait,
and
You
it-
never seen
wait.
it?
What about the Fairly Odd Parents live action with Drake
Oh,
Bell?
but I don't think we're gonna count TV because TV movies are really fucking ass. Like the Hallmark
They're
movies.
supposed to be made for kids,
Yeah.
though.
True.
And like Hallmark movies are supposed to be made to
Well, I
be
mean-
like freaking bad.
Drake and Josh movie was pretty damn good. Remember when like Josh goes to jail, he meets that huge.
Is that the
big-
Christmas one?
Was it the Christmas one? I don't know. I think they only made one movie.
No,
Drake and
they
Josh.
had Drake and Josh go to Hollywood and the
That's
Drake and
what it was,
Josh
Drake
and
and
then
Josh
the
go to
Christmas one.
Yeah, and then iCarly, the other one where they go to like to Tokyo, Japan.
Japan.
Japan. That was. See, they can do good with kid movies.
I
It's just
forgot about that movie.
I forgot.
Do you think they have it on Netflix?
Oh no, I think I remember it now.
Remember, like they get like
Yeah.
kidnapped at one point. They had like that.
They jump out of a plane too.
They jump out of a
and
plane.
Oh,
There's, like,
yeah, I
that one
remember that, I
scene
remember
that's like Spencer. They do like that seaweed thing where like they
Oh
lay
my
you
god,
down
yeah,
and like you couldn't
yeah.
move.
I'm surprised you fucking remember that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
you know, I remember the weirdest thing. I can't remember the shit for about the Lego movie, but like if you ask me any SpongeBob quote, I could probably re-quote it.
Oh, SpongeBob.
I wonder if a fall from this high would be enough to kill me. Said John Styles one day.
John Rubius Styles.
John
You guys ever
Rubio
seen
style. He
the-
added a middle name to it.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys ever seen The Master of Disguise?
I've seen. I probably when I was little, I've seen it like scrolling through like
No.
scrolling
I thought
through.
it was a good ass movie.
What was it about?
It's about this guy who he's a master of disguise. Obviously, he can like change. Well, it's like not super realistic, but it's supposed to be like stupid and funny.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of like Spaceballs. But,
Oh, okay. Oh, is it one of those like adult movies kind of? thing?
No, it's made for kids.
yeah, it basically.
Was it G or PG? Did it say?
I think it was PG.
All right, yeah, that's like a '90s movie.
2002.
Well,
You know, early two-
sometimes the '90s movies carried on to the early 2000s.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
early
PG.
2000s movies still have like that 90s feel to them. You can't tell if it's a 2000 or 1991
Yeah.
sometimes.
I mean, I found it funny, but the last time I saw it,
Yeah,
I was
well,
a kid,
yeah,
so
so-
I'd probably change my mind now. But
Back in the good old days when you would rent Blockbuster. Oh,
Yeah.
good old fucking days.
Block.
Block.
Real quick, you know what I noticed?
Oh God, what?
No, it's nothing bad. I look how anytime I say something,
Oh,
this guy goes, "Oh God, what?" I mean, granted, you have a right to do so, but
Yes.
When it came to movies, there was like a cut, kind of like a time period where like you could tell it went from like older feel of movies like 90s to like the 2000s, and I think that year was 2007. I feel like 2006 to 2000 still had like a 90s feel to movies, but then once like
2007, you mean?
no 2000 to 2006. Like when you watch
That's
movies
like
from
a
that
90s
era, it
feel.
still kind of has almost like a 90s, late 90s feel to it.
Right.
But then once it hit like 2007, you know, with movies like Spider-Man 3, and then you had like The Dark Knight, you could tell we were fully in the
I
2000s.
wouldn't-
Because around that area is when they started not using film cameras anymore.
Yeah, they used a
Right, and
different
what did
aspect ratio
they-
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
so-
Digital.
so-
They used started.
So that's when
doing
they
digital.
moved over.
Yeah.
So that's probably
IMAX
why
became
then.
a very big thing too.
Right. So 2007 was a big year.
Because
then, I
that's when
think.
digital cameras started becoming more popular and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like-
although Quentin Tarantino still uses
Film
cameras anyways, which I kind of appreciate because the colors.
Yeah.
But you know,
The rainbows.
The rainbows.
around that time period. Is
But
when
Okay.
they-
not all 2000 because like it was the first few Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 1 has-
X-Men oh, you never seen the
you
original
could tell
X-Men. but,
those.
like,
I feel like those feel like they're from the 90s.
Nah, not the
listen,
original
like,
X-Men.
Bro,
no,
I
not
promise
really.
you, the scene where you first see J. Jonah Jameson in the
I
first
recently-
Spider-Man, you feel like a 95 feel.
Yeah,
because, like,
I feel it
He has like
too.
salt and pepper hair. Like the camera has like
Nah,
the
that's-
quality of something from like the
I
late 90s.
recently watched the Spider-Man movies like a few months back. Like I think it's a different contrast. Yes, some movies from the 90s do carry on through the 2000s, like the early 2000s, but I think like the 2000s era have their own movies, like
mean,
way.
But I don't feel like Spider-Man fits under that.
That's
2000.
I feel like the 2000s between 2000 and 2008 is the era like where X-Men were,
Maybe Spider-Man 3,
Spider-Man
but not
1 and
the-
2,
not the first.
Wait, Prestige came out in 06, right?
2006.
Okay, so that one does look like it's newer. I
Yeah,
will say
that does feel
but-
like it's newer though.
Like,
but like I
one
think
of
that's-
Christopher Nolan's earlier movies, Insomnia, that came out in 2002, doesn't feel like a 90s movie. I mean, it's like a detective movie. I guess you could see as 90s, but like it. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I do, but like I feel like 2000s has their own era
like
as well.
when you look at when we watched Good Will Hunting, that came out in 97. I could have swore to God it looked like it was from like 93 or something or 94. It looked like it was a few
Yeah.
years back.
I guess it was like 92, and then he was like, the judge was like 93, 94.
And I was like, oh, okay, 95, and then he said no, 97.
Yeah.
Well, it could also be because like they're in that time. Like specifically, if you look at like the cars and stuff, a car from 97 looks the exact same as like 93 because like automobile industry really didn't change much in the 90s. So
I mean, they weren't even using cars from the 90s though.
and like just like the
No,
clothing
no.
and even like the clothing and like Good Will Hunting, it looked like 1990. the
Very
same
drastic change from the 90s to the 2000s.
Yeah, that's when what even would be a 2000s look?
Graphic tees started becoming very big.
baggy jeans.
Hot Topic like 2007.
Ripped
God,
jeans,
don't
ripped
talk to me
jeans.
about-
The,
No, 2007 to 2010 was a year of like the emo phase where people just
No, definitely
Fallout Boy,
before
My
there's
that.
Chemical
still an emo
Romance.
phase going around.
it's not as big as it
Bro,
used to be.
there
in
was a
early
bigger
2000s.
line of Hot Topic than there is at Hollister at the mall. Like, it goes all the way to
That's
the food
because
court.
it's mad small though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like,
Hollister's
Hot-
huge, bro.
yeah, but like Hot Topic, like,
No,
who the
like,
fuck is shopping at Hot
bro,
Topic?
Hot Topic is literally the size of a Dunkin' Donuts, bro. Really? it's that small.
Bro, literally
No, it's
like
the size of an ATM.
no, literally it's like even when there's no one in there, you still have to squeeze through because like all the clothes are just like on top
Yeah,
of each
and
other.
they're in like the middle too. You don't have space.
Yeah, so there's a reason why there's
Bro,
people. on the
I
line.
refuse. I swear on my life, I get like a hint of a
Headache,
headache.
headache.
Yup.
Yeah,
every
that's-
time I
that's
walk
weird.
by that door, that store, because I'm like,
Is there like a center? Or do you just have PTSD?
no,
No,
it's
it's
not
just-
PST.
it's like-
I just
He's
feel it.
telekinesis. He has like this.
There's
like,
just
really-
bad spirits coming from
I
there.
guess so. But like, I swear to God, I get a headache.
He goes by and he goes, "There's something bad that's gonna happen here."
Yeah.
The errors of our year, 2000. What a time to be alive.
At least we
It's-
didn't grow up with baggy jeans. Oh wait.
I mean, we cut.
They're not baggy for him, but they're ripped.
I mean,
And a lot of baggy
ripped-
jeans
ripped
were
is a
usually ripped.
style, though. I mean, it's not.
No, it doesn't look bad, but like I remember those. No, the people who were the worst were they had the baggy jeans, but then they also had the ripped jeans. So you could see like his kneecap, but then there was like this light years of space from like the one side of the jean to his kneecap. Because I was like, bro, what are you doing? Man would just literally like cut a hole like. Yeah, this looks good.
2000 was the worst year for fashion. I'm not even gonna.
It was
Thank God
it
I
was
was
a
a baby.
transition. It was a transition. So I mean, like the transitions for like clothing lines aren't going to be like great as well. Oh boy.
You know,
I mean,
I could just
it's
Is Supreme still popular nowadays, or did that die out?
No.
Supreme
they
is
still
going to
sell
be
out.
popular for the
They sell
time
out
till
every
we.
time they.
Son of a bitch.
It's gonna be alive. It's gonna be popular till we're fucking dead.
Supreme leader, I guess you could say. You know?
Oh my God.
Supreme leader Schnoke.
They make some cool stuff though. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pay for a
They-
sweatshirt
No.
for $150.
A sticker's like $300.
Not the clothes. The clothes, I agree, they're too expensive for no reason.
freaking
But like sometimes they have like
Accessories.
accessories like partnerships with other brands, and those are actually like regular.
Yeah,
price.
I can. Yeah, I
Like
know.
what,
yeah.
though? Like what are
Like
the
let's
accessories?
say like a skateboard, Supreme. Well, they make skateboards anyways.
They have a
But let's say they make a brand a partnership with like
Nike.
huh?
Nike. Let's go.
which they.
Well, okay, yeah, perfect
Okay,
example.
yeah.
They do make partnerships with Nike, and they sell them for whatever the shoe Nike sells. Like let's say it's a $100 shoe, they partner up, they still sell it as a $100 shoe, but the only difference is that because of Supreme, the name on it, it sells out quickly so that they can resell it for even more.
I see.
So it's not for their accessories and their partnerships, they sell it at regular price, but their clothes is what they make on their own is what's expensive.
I see.
So that's where the hype is.
I remember that at the place at the mall, they have a super soaker. That's a
Oh,
Supreme.
yeah, I remember that.
That's
There's
just like a few hundred
Supreme
bucks.
Super Soaker.
That's just like a few hundred fucking bucks.
But when you buy it in person, that's when they up the price too.
Bro.
Oh really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
because like if you bought that Super Soaker on the Supreme store, it'd be like $20.
Wow. Okay.
So
Maybe we should just start online shopping from now on.
if you can get it fast enough, it sells out in like minutes.
Guess so.
What time? What are we at now?
We can do the movie back.
All
All
around
right,
48
movie back.
minutes.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Insert music. Yeah.
Spoiler. We're only doing one matchup because I don't think we hang. Well, I hang out with you a lot more recently than I don't know.
Yeah.
You
And even then, we're
I'm
still
busy.
very busy throughout the week.
You're still busy, so we're only doing one matchup, and I told Nicky to save the suspense because he likes both of these movies. So I was like, ooh.
So we Friday we watched Good Will Hunting, and he goes, Nicky, do you want to know the matchup that goes up against this movie? I said, you know what? I want a genuine reaction. Tell me when we do the podcast. So I don't know what this is going up
so
against. And you also forgot your laptop
Oh.
today.
I
so
forgot my
can't
laptop,
even
but
look
I
over his.
have
What'd you
a-
rate Good Will Hunting?
Like a what was it, like an 8.7 out of 10.
I'd
I
say the same
really
thing.
liked it.
I really liked it too.
Out of all the movies he showed me, it's in like my top 5. I like it probably just as much as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'd probably say overall enjoyment, I probably like Once Upon a Time a little bit more, but
Yeah,
like
I feel
the
the same
message
way.
is a lot more powerful in Good Will Hunting,
It-
and like it's
it
a lot
makes a
more
grown man cry.
emotional, a lot more touching.
I gotta go see About a
Then-
Girl.
a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just was fun to watch. It was just cool to see like the 60s and like real life people like Charles Manson, Sharon Tate. But then you had like that one scene in Good Will Hunting where he tells a girl I don't love you and he leaves her apartment and she just breaks down into tears. That shit, bro. I was like, man, she genuinely loves you and you just.
He only said that because he was afraid of
No, I know why. Because he was abandoned by the people who were supposed to care for him the most, his parents. He didn't want to be hurt again, so he had very deep, hard trust issues. Yeah.
Oh, we're already starting the review, but that's okay.
No,
the Good Will Hunting will go up against Get Out.
Oh my God!
That's an easy good thing for him, but that's a tough one for you. So we'll start off with we'll start off with Good Will Hunting.
Oh, God, they call me the Magic Man.
You really like Get Out.
Get Out is a very good movie.
very
It's a
good
very
movie,
good
bro.
movie.
What
It's a
the hell
very
you
good
mean?
freaking
Listen,
movie.
Bro, I'm
Did you do this
I'm
the
gonna
entire
say
time?
it, bro.
Did
I'm
you
voting for
cover-
Good Will
did
Hunting.
you-
I'm not even gonna fucking say anything, bro. I did not like
Listen,
Get Out.
Get Out is one of those very few thrillers where the main character is actually smart.
It's such a great movie.
And that's the only thing that I liked about it.
What
that
did
he
you like?
left.
What did you? Okay, we're gonna start
off.
off. We'll start off with Get Out because we're already on the topic.
Wait. Okay, but let me just ask. So, like, obviously, you're entitled to your own opinion. But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
exactly was it that you don't like about
I
the
just
movie?
don't like the fucking the only thing that fucking resonated with me is like the fucking TSA guy saying don't go over there, bro.
Yeah, because he's a bro.
Yeah, like don't go over there.
You texted me. Okay, so if no one already noticed, we're starting with Get Out. But
Yeah.
So it's. You told me that you didn't like the suspense.
I didn't like the suspense.
So you don't like suspense in general, or you just didn't like it from that
No,
movie?
I just didn't like it from Get Out.
Because that's probably the best part of the freaking movie. Mm-hmm. That's like really. I mean, like you didn't like Dawn that much. You didn't. I mean, you thought Ex Machina was all right with the suspense. Parasite, you didn't like it because the movie didn't like. I mean,
No,
you liked it.
I liked it. I just didn't like how it dragged on.
Yeah, it dragged
Yeah,
on.
because you thought that movie was going to end like four
And
different
Get
times.
Out dragged on for me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't want like when I first watched Get Out. Okay, well, when I first watched Get Out, I
Wait,
didn't
Miguel, is that
want
all
it
you
to
have
end.
to say?
That's all he has to
Okay.
fucking say.
I don't like Get Out. I'm sorry.
The performances
Shoot,
are
man.
amazing.
No, that's
The suspense keeps you in your seat. Like you didn't know what the fuck was happening in the first freaking part of the movie. When the first movie came out, Jordan Peele directing it, and it was about this black dude going over to see his girlfriend's white parents, and he's like, oh, I vote for Obama for a third fucking term. But like you didn't know what the hell was going on, and then when he goes up the stairs and everyone just stops and listens to him because spoiler alert. It's all because the white people, this white rich family, and all their friends think that black people are superior, or like black is in fashion, as the dude says. So that's why they want to do this, these surgeries to kind of have this little transplant where like they're in the black people's bodies so that they can either be strong or like the dude from the main guy can see.
Yeah.
Because I forget the artist's name, but like he's blind, but he goes, "I want your eye, man." Like,
Oh, that guy, yeah.
that's why he wants his body.
Because they were superior, they wanted to kind of like almost like dumb them down in a way to bring them down to like the white person's level.
Well,
in
not
the
even
movie.
that, but like because black is in fashion, like they think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like a racist thing, but like it's like they think that black people are freaking cool.
What
So
they
that's why.
do at that point is just it's beyond racism.
my-
You can't even call it racism at that
It's
point.
not-
It's like
oh,
you're just like,
hold
up.
I mean, black man directed this and wrote it, so I mean,
Wait, is it really racist if you want to be a black person?
No, it's not. I don't think. No, this movie is not racist.
No, it's not
That's
racist.
not the point I'm saying. I'm just saying like they wanted their bodies in a way. So
because like the
guess.
white dad's dad was beaten by a black dude in the Olympics, and then he was like, yeah, he never really got over it because, I mean, statistics.
that dude's probably like 1,000 years old at this point. Come on.
Well, no. His dad is in the farmer's body, the one of the caretakers. That's the grandfather.
So I guess that means okay, so it is racist but it's the opposite. It's the other way racism, where it's like instead of like thinking that all black people are bad, they think because you're black you're superior. That in itself is racist because you're putting you're one degrading one color and then you're putting the other one above just specifically because of their race. So it's the other way. It's the other form of racism.
Well, no.
It's like the opposite way.
No, because
Listen,
on paper you're right, but
listen. When you judge someone automatically like that because of their race, that is racism, whether if it's good or bad.
I don't really because I mean
When you have like these people on social media, not to get political or anything, I'll make it quick. But like when you have these people who like. They have like what's called like a savior's complex where they think just because someone is black, they think that they need to be comforted and saved. They're individuals just like us. They have a right to defend themselves every way too. But
Well, in the movie,
That and also that in itself is racist too, the savior complex thing. But in a way, for Get Out, it has to be racism because they're looking at black people as superior just because they're black.
well, I mean,
I
It's
think
the opposite way of
so
racism.
so I think because especially in the beginning movie where he's taking, I forget his name, Daniel Kaluuya, that's the actor's name, but like he's taking him through the house, he's showing his the white guys, I can't believe I forget the people's names, but like he's showing like his dad's like Olympics run. He goes, yeah, he never got over it because he was beaten by a black person, and it talks about a lot about how black people. And this is kind of statistically true. Black people sometimes are faster than us, especially in the Olympics. They can be taller than us. They can be stronger than us by their genetics and stuff like that. So I think that's not really racism in itself because, I mean, if you're gonna say like, oh, this black basketball player is better than this white basketball player, that's not really racist.
No,
That's just
that's
because
not-
he's statistically genetically
That's
better.
not what I'm talking about, though.
I know, but like that's the
Okay.
main thing of the movie, like because like, oh, they're better in like sports, they're better in like, built better. There's a joke in the movie, they're bigger dicks. I mean, it's genetics and stuff like that. So in that self, it's not really racist. You can look at it as that, but I mean, we're getting way off topic here.
Yeah.
The movie is, I think the movie is great. It's a great horror. It's not really horror, it's more thriller, but like
Yeah.
the acting is superb. Like I remember your reaction when the girl was like,
Oh wait,
I can't find
can
Nicky's-"
I talk?
Yeah.
Okay, so up until about halfway throughout the movie, I thought, okay, this is an alright movie. Probably just gonna be another like movie that I'm like, it's not bad. It's alright. It's got some points. It wasn't until when what's the main character's name?
Daniel Kaluuya is
His
the
name's
actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just call him Daniel.
When Daniel and his girlfriend were getting ready to leave the house because, after the party with the family, he just wasn't comfortable there. It wasn't until then that I realized that movie was like, okay, this is getting really good now because in the scene when they're about to leave,
Chris is his name.
Chris,
And the girlfriend's name is
Rose, when he's about to leave, he like goes into like this closet, he finds this box, and then he looks through the photos. He sees Rose with all these other black people, like the one that he saw earlier that he took the photo, and then the one who was like, get out. He saw that. He saw a photo of her with him like dating.
The maid.
The maid, even the woman, and then he saw her with like a bunch of other black people, and then that's when I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Rose is in on it. So then when they proceed to leave, they're confronted by the mom and dad and like even the brother, and like it just you can feel the atmosphere and tension building up, and then he's saying, Rose, give me the keys.
Rose, where the fucking keys?
I tell you, bro, I was so mad.
Amazing
I mean, this is
actor.
how good the acting
Amazing
is on
acting.
Rose's end. That actress who played her, phenomenal job.
Allison
But
Williams is her name.
When she looked at him and she was crying, and then she went, I can't give you the keys, right, babe? You saw a split.
And he dropped
she
the
went
bags
from,
and she goes-
she
and
went
goes-
from crying to, I can't give you the keys, right, babe? Like there was just a switch that went off. Like she was a different person right then and there. And I remember I told you on the pause of the movie, I was like, wait a minute.
He had to calm down.
I
for
was
that.
like, hold on.
it's amazing acting. Like the
I'm like,
characters
that
are
is
smart.
not human. That is not human. That is something you put down. Holy shit. Then after that, it just got really good because then they knock his
learn
ass
why
out.
everything's going the way it's going.
Yeah, they bring him down to that basement, and then like that guy on the TV
coagula.
explains to him like why they do what they do, how they look at black people as superior, and then at the end, the ending is very very satisfying. I know there's two endings to Get Out, and I'm super glad they went with the one in the movie where it's his friend that comes to
And I'll
save
talk
him,
about the Antoine of it,
and not
but
the
yeah.
cops, because he kills the family, and then Rose chases after him
Burns
with a
down the
rifle,
house by-
burns
well,
down the
yeah.
house, and then he chokes her to death.
Well,
right?
no. That's the alternate ending.
Alternate ending, right? So
Do you know
the
the
one,
alternate ending?
The police comes.
Yeah.
and then like he's taken into jail, and then
Which
like his
it's
buddy
a
comes and he
very-
says, "Listen, we need the names of those people," and he's like, "Nah, I'm good," and he kind of just gave up on life.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm glad Jordan Peele went with the other ending
I mean,
because
that's
it's a lot
the
more satisfying.
That's the more the realistic ending.
Yeah.
Where the white people coming to arrest the black man who just everyone's dead. Oh, who got to blame?
He literally
It's-
got
it's
blood
very,
in his hands.
It's
so.
very, very realistic. That's scary that it's realistic, but I'm very glad that Jordan Peele went with that ending because it is a more satisfying ending. Because he goes, "How did you get it?" He goes, "TS, motherfucking A.
Yeah.
we handle shit."
I was happy that happened.
It's such a satisfying ending. It's such a great movie.
Yeah, so I did like it.
It's a very good movie. Honestly, your opinion it's valid. I mean, but it's a great movie.
I will say both these movies have very
But
impactful meanings.
Goodwill Hunting. Yee.
Actually, you know what? Think about it. I think I might know what to pick.
All right, so I love Goodwill Hunting. I think it's a great movie. Robin Williams, He won an Oscar for it, his performance, well deserved. And I just told everyone this, but like the scene where he's laughing, or he's telling
Matt
Damon about the joke about his wife farting. That's an all improvised scene, and it's so freaking funny that that's Matt Damon's actual laugh. He's almost breaking out of character, and then Robin Williams, because when you're in a movie, until the director says cut,
You don't stop.
You don't stop. So he's keep laughing, and then the scene continues, but the cameraman is shaking because it's so freaking funny, because Robin Williams is fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
So it's such an impactful story, and especially, it's so heartbreaking, especially when he tells the girl at first, like, just say you don't love me, and then I'll leave. And Matt Damon goes, I don't love you.
And
he leaves, and it's just so heartbroken.
You just see her break down and cry. I'm like...
And then, like... that was the 3-4 times I've seen this movie. I think that was like the third or fourth time I saw the movie with you. Like when Robin Williams goes, "It's not your fault," because Matt Damon has the problem with like commitment, or like because he's afraid that he's gonna get abandoned, like what he did, like, or his orphan parents, his orphaned father.
Right.
Well,
so basically, like, his real parents had buried him when he was very young, and then his foster father was abusive.
Foster father was very abusive. Who has the fear of abandonment, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of like just being that downright like neglectful, like no one's gonna like him. Like that's a real fear. It's so real that most people have that, especially with their past and their backgrounds. And then when the scene goes, "It's not your fault. It's not your fault," and then Matt Damon just like breaks down crying. It's such a heartbreaking scene,
because they didn't use like the water eye stuff. He was genuinely crying.
That's amazing.
Like
acting.
And like it's weird, like when you see like it's like when you see like a person genuinely cry, like break down, like you just want to cry too, because
it makes a man want to cry.
Literally.
Like it's so heartbreaking. The movie's so
enough to
real.
make a grown man cry.
The movie is so real. The movie is just great all around, because at the beginning, he solved the problem, but then he got he's got to go to jail, but like, oh no, you're gonna go to Robin Williams for a therapy or something like that, so you don't go to jail or something like that. So he does these like sessions, and he hates Robin Williams at first, and then but then he grows to like him a lot. And then at the end of the movie, he tells Ben Affleck that I'm going to be here for like 20 years and something. Ben Affleck goes, "Bro, if you're here for 20 years, I'm going to fucking kill you, because you have a gift that no one had. Like, you are smart as all freaking hell. And if you're still here 20 years, I'm going to kill you."
He goes, "You know what the happiest moment of my life is? Every day when I come to pick you up from work, it's that 10 seconds when I honk the horn and you don't show up because..."
Or you like knock and you're not there.
And
like,
you're not
that will
there.
be the happiest moment of life. And at the end of the movie, he goes to see about a girl.
Son of a bitch stole my line.
He's not there. So
the bitch stole
I
my
love
line.
the movie. It's one of my, it's on my list, my top favorites. So, but Nicky, what do you do?
All right, I'll start with this. I've never cried in the movie theater. I've never cried over a movie. No, wait. You gotta let me finish. Only 3 movies that I've ever watched have ever made me very close to crying: Shawshank Redemption, Toy Story 4, and Good Will Hunting.
Wait, no, you forgot one. The Bye Bye Man.
Oh yeah, the Bye Bye. I was crying at that. Yeah. Shawshank, Toy Story 4, Good Will Hunting. Only 3 movies that made me very close to crying. And Good Will Hunting, that just shows you just how powerful
The writing from Matt Damon and
the
Ben Affleck
acting,
wrote it.
the characters, and the build-up too, because you see throughout the movie, just you learn more and more about Matt Damon's character Will, and I think they do it really well too, because I've talked about this a few times before, where I compared the Joker in The Dark Knight compared to Joker and the Suicide Squad, where it's like you get to the feel of Joker's character in The Dark Knight by the movie showing him, not just explaining what he does. Whereas Suicide Squad, when they would introduce a character, they would kind of just explain what he does, kind of like a list.
Yeah.
Whereas with Good Will Hunting, you learn that he's a genius with like chemistry, math, and stuff when he solves the first problem on that chalkboard in the hallway, and then as the movie progresses, you learn that he was an orphan, his foster father was abusive, he had cigarettes put out on him, like the one scene where he's yelling at the girl because he doesn't want to go to California. And, she's like, "Why don't you just open up?" He's like, "Do you want to hear about, like, me, getting cigarettes put out on me?" And she just starts breaking down. She's like, I didn't know that. Like, oh, you could feel the pain in that scene. The connection between him and Gary, Robin Williams' character, was very touching, because Robin Williams' character, Gary...
Sean.
Who the hell is Gary? Gary
professor.
Was the other professor, my bad. So Robin Williams' character, just so I don't get the names confused, is Rob. Him and Will were a lot more alike than they thought, because he was from south side of Boston. He had an abusive father. He said, "I used to distract my father so he wouldn't hit my mother and sister." And he goes,
"Little brother."
Whatever.
Well, go after my little brother or mom.
Whatever, you know what I mean. It really shows just like I don't even know what to say. It's just, needless to say, I'm amazed by this movie. It was very touching, very emotional, and it was very satisfying because when he does leave to see about the girl when she leaves for California, that girl, she's a keeper. You know that for a fact because even after he did all that to her, when she called him one last time, she still said, "I love you," and he said, "Take care."
Yeah, take care now.
I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Go to her, boy. Run to the wind stops. Go to her.
If I ever do that with someone, just smack the fuck out of me
Like,
as many times.
The reason why it hit so close to home to me and it was emotional for me was because like when I see someone who has a chance to succeed and like they're just too blind to
Throwing it
see it
away.
because of their pain and they throw it away, that shit like it bothers me. Like I'll be honest.
yeah.
After we watched Good Will Hunting, I was a little bothered because I was like, but then at the same time I was like, okay, fresh breath there because he did go see the girl. He was gonna get his life fixed. Okay. Whew. So
We're safe.
I enjoyed this movie a lot more than I did only solely for the fact because I was in Boston when I watched this movie. And I shit you not, except for all the scenes in like the bars and everything, I was literally at MIT. I was at Bunker Hill
He
Community
actually went
College.
into the
I didn't go
college
inside.
and
but-
saw the
were
formula.
you at the? Did you go to the basketball court that the fight broke out in the beginning of the movie?
Yo, I probably saw it somewhere. No,
You went into Robin Williams' office, yeah.
Yeah, no, but like
Got a therapy session.
I was like, I passed by and I'm like, okay, I have time. Let me watch this. And lo and behold, I see every single thing that I saw in Boston that day. So,
It's like, hey, I was there.
I-
It's a Leonardo DiCaprio
yeah,
meme.
yeah, it's like a 5D movie, you know.
Like,
But, I was I was there, but
there it is.
I'd say my favorite scene has to be cinematic wise, the ending when he's driving away.
Did you like the colors were like a little bit more like grainy and
90s colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I usually don't like 90s movies to be honest, but I really like this one. So
Well, so cinematography. What was your favorite like acting scene?
acting scene, I would say I'm gonna say when Ben Affleck is like taking the interview.
Yo, that's a funny.
That was hilarious, bro.
That shit was mad funny.
Oh my
That
god.
movie had some golden parts for comedy.
Oh my god,
Like
it's
the
it's freaking
parts-
hilarious.
the
Yeah,
bar-
or like the airplane scene where like the pilot's saying like, all right guys, fasten your seatbelts, we're at 30,000 feet, and then he doesn't take it off, and then he goes, I could really need a coffee and a blowjob, and then everyone's hearing it, and like the attendant's like, fuck, I gotta go over there, and then somebody yells in the back, don't forget the coffee.
I thought the joke that the girl told when she was out at the bar with the boys was hilarious. Where she, the blowjob one. I thought that was pretty funny. It had its moments.
Give me a kiss. Good Will Hunting.
I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting.
Nice.
Good Will Hunting. All right, so
So yeah, I don't know why I flipped out about Get Out, but once I thought about it, I was like, wait, no, Good Will Hunting. That was way more impactful for me than Get Out.
Yeah, but you all ready for this? Good Will Hunting versus Joker.
Wait, is that what it goes up against?
Yeah. The second round when we get to it. So we can think about it, but
I don't know.
I know what I think I probably know what I like more overall, but like
That's a hard one actually.
I'm not.
dude, round 2, when we get to the second round, we're all gonna want to kill ourselves.
How many more left in the first round?
I think we have 2 more matchups.
Oh shit. That's
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 more matchups. I'm sorry,
dub.
3 more matchups. So, and then we're gonna be done with the first round. So,
Oh, okay. And then the second round, that's where we're
second round
is
is gonna that's gonna be like we're gonna have to start stat, and then the third round. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But
Well, that was it, guys.
Yes.
Is this the shortest one yet for the while?
Hour and 7. Yeah.
Oh.
We're under an hour and 10 minutes for one.
Wow,
minute.
guys.
Again, I'm reviewing the episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode.
All right, guys.
You
So
know,
I'll give it like a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. We should do. Wait, we do an episodes bracket. All right, we compare episodes. We rewatch all our episodes. All right, which one was your
bonus
favorite?
podcast. We just review all. All right. So
See,
what do
now,
we think of this
episode
one?
I thought was pretty good, but I think
Yeah.
episode 5 was a little bit better because Miguel said, he went from bony to boner, shit like that.
Oh, from a viewer that I know, this person says that we're kind of like the sometimes we're like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We're kind of like that kind of humor.
Don't stop watching our channel. Don't ever
Stop.
compare me to.
Don't
people
ever-
like
don't
that
ever
again.
talk
Don't
about us like that.
ever. Unsubscribe right now. God, no, I'm kidding.
Kardashians.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
but
even
but
go
this
that
person
far.
said
I'll
like
be Kylie.
no, but this person it's
Are you asking for donations even though you're a billionaire?
I got
No, no,
beat.
no.
I got beat on Instagram by an egg.
Bro, she actually
good
asked
times.
for donations the other day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because apparently her makeup artist got jumped or something, or got in a car accident or something like that.
I'm sorry. Is she not worth like $1
$1
billion?
Yeah, that shit pissed me
no, but
off,
like this person was telling us like it's that kind of show that you would just you just want to keep watching it. So that's a good thing.
No.
Well, because people.
I mean,
watch-
okay, listen, I'm
people that watch
complimented.
the
No, then call us WandaVision, bro. Come on now.
Okay, but it's over though.
If Hold on.
WandaVision, like
If they say they want to keep and watch us kind of like the Kardashians, that's mean it's for a bad reason because they want to watch us like bicker and yell at each other. They want to hear drama.
That's really what we fucking do.
All right, fine. You know.
Okay, Kylie, end the episode.
All right.
Who's Kendall? I mean, I guess I'm the skinnier one. So
You're Kim because you're like. I don't know.
I'm not.
No, I would be Kim because I got the nicest ass out of all
I'm
of us.
Kendall because I'm the skinnier. You want to be Kylie?
I guess so.
All right.
Give me money.
All right. Thank you
All
for
right.
watching. If you're watching the video format, everything is in the words description. I do that every single episode.
I swear, you do it intentionally. So thank you so much for watching Chicken Dance.
If you're listening to us, share on all platforms with your friends. If
Yep.
you want to shout out, hit us up if you know our socials. It's a very warm day outside. This is Sunday we're recording this, so if it's a warm day when you're listening to this, go outside while you're watching
Yeah, we're gonna
this.
go outside. We're gonna go out to eat.
Go on a
We're
run
gonna
while
go
you're
out,
listening.
chill.
Go for a walk.
We're
Want to
listening.
drive?
Kidnap someone while you're.
Do you think people jog to us?
No. Come on.
I can understand
now.
like walking, listening to a podcast, but who runs?
What's gonna motivate me to jog? Oh, life on easy mode.
Who runs while listening to like the importance of a stable economy with like two jerks who are like 20 years old talking? Like who runs to that?
Wait,
Listen to like fucking I don't know.
Music.
Lil Nas X or whatever. I don't know.
I'm gonna take my horse to the
All
old
right,
town
Miguel,
road.
give me your
Yeah,
final
Miguel.
closing words.
Any final
Please
words?
save us.
Ready for these
Yes,
three
yes.
words?
Oh, 3 ones.
Yep. Badwell camping.